What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we're taking an updated look at the future of Yeezy Footwear, aka the Yeezy Pods. Now, in addition to these Yeezy Pods, we've also got some Vultures updates, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Now, first things first, I want to highlight the positive news when it comes to Kanye over the last week, and it was with this recent social media activity that he posted this apology in Hebrew. Now, I was able to find this translation so you guys can get an idea, and while some people may speculate whether or not that this was a genuine move, I think it's a great first step in mending the relationships and bridges that he destroyed, and I'd love to know in the comments what you guys think as well. And while I know it's been pretty trendy to hate on Kanye recently, over here in the kitchen we about positivity and growth, so I had to highlight this positive step, and I hope you guys can appreciate it. Now, shout out to my homie Strain Beats for curating the beats for this video, and make sure you guys give him a follow. While you're here, you might as well join our free Discord, and shout out to my chefs in there for holding it down, as well as like and subscribe this video. And if you want to know a little bit more about the controversy that's already surrounding these Yeezy Pods and accusations of theft, I'll go ahead and link that video in the description. Now, if you can't tell, we're definitely in Yeezy season, and specifically in Vulture season. Kanye and his camp have definitely been active on social media over the last couple of days, and it was just last night that tydollasign shared these tattoos of the gang getting the YS symbol. And honestly, seeing everybody get these tattoos and the way I've been covering this content and the way you guys have been running up these videos, I almost feel like I might have to get one myself. So if you guys think I need to get the YS symbol tatted, let me know in the comments. Now, Ty Dolla over here also posted this to his IG story, showing that my boy is committed and even getting the symbol on his face. And you already know I gotta give a special shout out to my dude Ty Dolla for feeding us this Vultures content in the meantime. Now, I think it's also safe to say that we are also entering the Yeezy Pods era. And I've mentioned this in a couple of other videos covering this before, but I wouldn't be surprised if these Yeezy Pods or sock shoes are the beginning of a new wave. And to help push this new Yeezy Pod wave, Kanye even enlisted the help of his wife Bianca to narrate the video on his Instagram. I'll go ahead and post it here in case you haven't seen it.
Introducing Yeezy Pods, available now at yeezy.com.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not too big on that suspenseful music that was made. However, I do think it's kind of dope that Kanye used his wife for the narration. I think that might actually be the first time I've actually heard her speak, so shout out to her one time. Now, as for the Yeezy Pods, they are currently sitting on his website, available for pre-order, with updated shipping information indicating that they'll be shipping within 4 weeks. Now, when I initially posted that the Yeezy Pods were available, their initial retail price was $100, and there wasn't actually any sizing information available. So you can imagine my confusion trying to order it, and with your boy being a true size 14, I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work out. However, I am stoked to say that I have since pre-ordered these, so you guys might as well drop a like and subscribe so you can see the review once they finally come in. Now, in addition to these updated Yeezy Pods on the Yeezy.com website, I also wanted to highlight some updates to the actual merch that's been posted. When I initially posted the Vultures merch, I wasn't super sold on it. However, I do like some of these pieces, like this one right here with that big bold Vultures logo on the back. I don't personally wear a whole lot of white. However, if these are the only pieces I end up picking up, I won't be super mad about it. And the other thing is, I'm also holding out hope that when the actual Vultures album drops, that we'll get another wave of merch, which sometimes happens whenever these albums end up coming out. If you remember from the listening party, Kanye was also spotted wearing an all-red Vultures fit, so that does tell us that there are other pieces produced, and from my other videos, we've also seen some additional album artwork inspired pieces, as well as some black and white album artwork pieces as well. Now, speaking of the actual album, it is still available on the website for pre-purchase or pre-order, available in the digital, the CD, and the vinyl formats. Unfortunately, we didn't get any more information here beyond it saying that the shipping will take place in 2024 and that the digital album will of course be delivered over email. Now, I was hoping that we would see some more information in regards to updated shipping times with a concrete date. However, it's really anyone's guess. Now, I wanted to include this bit for reference to show you what the Yeezy Pods look like when they were first initially uploaded to the website. The initial retail price was $100, so it was $100 cheaper, and the sizing was also a little bit different. And in addition to these other website updates, I also wanted to highlight these $200 Yeezy slides that were quickly taken down. Although they're not available for purchase at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if these end up being available when Vultures ends up dropping, hopefully on December 12th. Now, as far as some new Yeezy Pod updates, we've also got our first look at an unreleased colorway on none other than Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics. If you're unfamiliar with Jaylen, he's the actual first athlete to sign to Donda Sports, so I think it's actually sick that Kanye and his team hooked him up with these unreleased Yeezy Pods. And in taking a second look at these products, I'm not super sold on the colorway, however I can see how it's definitely up Kanye's alley. And while I look at it even more, I can't imagine trying to hoop in these, but just imagine Jaylen Brown or anybody on the NBA court trying to dunk in these. I think that would be a movie. And it was in another recent Kanye West Instagram story post that you can see where his business genius was kicking in. They ended up noticing that a lot of women have commented on the utility of these Yeezy Pods and how you can fold them and take them out for a night out. Personally, I think it's genius, and Kanye mentions himself that they may want to market these more towards women in the future, and given that he has been such a fan throughout the years, as you can see throughout these recent pictures, I think it's a no-brainer. I also wanted to include this video of Kanye spotted in LA earlier this week, as well as another photo from his Instagram of himself modeling them. I mentioned in another video how when he dropped the Yeezy slides that it was really the turning point for the whole popularity of designer slides and footwear. And I also wanted to include this cool piece of information from his Yooooo website, which talks about Kanye's influence in designing the Yeezy Pods. It mentions how for 3,000 years socks have barely changed, however Ye has decided to revolutionize footwear yet again, and I'm preaching the same thing in this video. Now, as far as the future resale of these, it's anyone's guess how these are going to play out, but given that this is the first version or first model of these Yeezy Pods, I wouldn't be surprised if this version ends up being the most popular. They may end up never doing another colorway or dropping another version, so they may not be a bad pickup if you're just a collector and wanted something dope to own. I do think it's kind of silly that these are already up on StockX with the sale, given that they're available for pre-order for $200, but hey, to each their own. And apart from a fake rumor spread online that last night the single everybody was releasing from the song Vultures, there hasn't actually been a whole lot of movement for this album and updates. And while I am super hyped for this upcoming album, it's not in me to actually cover and spread fake news like this, so I hope you guys can appreciate that. Now, with that being said, I think that the hype for this album and Kanye in general continues to rise, and it's actually really exciting. If you made it this far in the video, I'd love to know if you actually pre-ordered these Yeezy Pods, so let me know in the comments, and let me know what you guys think about this one. I'm also genuinely curious if Kanye means what he said in his apology, so it's only a matter of time. And as we get more updates on both the Vultures merch as well as the album, you already know I'll be cooking up a new video, so you guys again might as well drop a like and subscribe. As always, thank you guys so much for cooking with the kitchen and checking out these videos. Remember guys to stay safe out there, and as always to remember, it's lit, straight up, and peace. And don't forget to join the free Discord.